Welcome everybody back to Anti-Stall Racing. We're back for season 7 this time round. Is round 1 of course, and we're racing at Spa-Francorchamps for first time in a couple of seasons. GT3s are out in qualifying now. I'm joined today by Simon Davison. What are you looking forward to in this race? New drivers, standings reset of course. So Adam Jarvis with a lot of green sectors. Obviously it's the first car out, but every purple sector he set on his way round. Obviously first car round, he had all the purple sectors at that point have all been beaten. Not driving the Ford this season after he slugged it out to finish second in the championship at the title decider last time out at Le Mans. Obviously goes quickest as he crosses the line. Alex Ott displaces him by 3 tenths, picking up 2 purples along the way. Ignis, recently promoted to pro alongside Adam Jarvis as well, is about to cross the line. He had a couple of purples at the end of that lap and he goes quickest by quite a margin, 1.5 tenths over the field. Oriol Falk quickly beats that.
So it's now down to Alex Ott, currently P2, yellow, green, green the sectors as they come towards the line. Bus stop to go. GTP's going to start filtering out, but he should manage to get to safety before then. He comes across the line now. And it is an improvement, but it is not enough. Alex Ott will have to settle for second place. Oriol Falk will be upholstered for GT3. Rolls it out wide on the exit. Take as much of the curbing as you dare. As long as it's within the track limit, it'll be fine. Badonk comes to the checkered flag. Checkered flag? The end of his lap with a 59.5. Carabinieri, triple purples, goes almost half a second faster, takes away pole with 59.1.
Albert Preem will be one of the next cars to take, well I say to cross the line, he's a couple back, but he's got a purple in that sector 2 and is pretty close to those others in sector 1, a couple of tenths off what Eloy did in sector 2, which is where he made up most of his time, but matched all of the other cars in sector 3, so he should be on track to set a pretty good lap here, as he's going to come across the line. And he does move up to the top by 1/100th of a second.
Carabinieri will be absolutely fuming with that. That is a tiny margin to come through, especially on a lap as long as this, to get split by that little time.
Jeffrey Ross in the BMW with a mega middle sector to move up to second with an identical time to Albert Preem's earlier in the session.
What?
Now my timing tower is showing him 1/1000th quicker, but iRacing clearly thinks they're close enough to each other that it's going to count it as the same time. Jeffrey Ross has been yellow, purple, yellow. He'll need to, I imagine, will be wanting to go purple in his final sector if he needs to move ahead. But like we say, he only needs to find 1/1000th of a second around the whole lap to move himself up the order. Oh, gets loose! And this lap over. Then he pulls off a track, resets to try and go again, but we've had the 2-minute warning, so he won't be able to. Eloy iRacing showing a purple sector 1. My software not, so he might have matched it or beat it by a tenth or so. It's nothing incredible, but it is an improvement. Decent sector 2 as well, about 4 tenths off what Jeffrey Ross did on his way to that fastest lap, but quicker than most of the other drivers have managed. Yellow in sector 3 though, but still quicker than most other cars are going out on track at the moment. So Eloy looking good to potentially find an improvement here. I know he's not as close as second place is to first place, but it's only 100th of a second, so he can definitely move up as long as he doesn't make the same mistake that Jeffrey Ross did in the chicane, and he doesn't. Kisses both curves nicely, rotates fairly well, gets back on power and run to the line. Is it an improvement? It is, and it goes to pole position.
He needed 100th, he found 12 of them. Eloy Carabinieri has just stolen pole position for this first race of the season. Gutierrez will slot in 4th behind as well with a very close lap actually. I think he was actually closer than Carabinieri was to Ross before Carabinieri had that absolute stonker of a lap.
So a session over then. Eloy Carabinieri is your pole sitter.
Here we are then with the GT3 qualifying first, as Oriol Falk, with a very outstanding lap for Laconic Racing, will take pole position for the first race of the season.
Those of you who haven't raced with us before, there's a start zone that's predefined by race control. Oh, go.
If you know the NASCAR restart zone, it's exactly like the NASCAR restart zone.
Exactly, and it helps make sure that the GTP start is handled in the same way as the GT3 start as well, because we don't want GT3s thinking they go on green when they're 20 seconds behind the leaders. Okay.
They'll come to the start zone now. Barney will wave the green flag, and we are go racing for the Anti-Stall Racing League Season 7.
Eloy with a good getaway at the start, but he's been swamped into turn 1. That's Albert Preem on the outside trying to go all the way round, and he is. And Jeffrey Ross had a look down the inside, but that's cost him a couple of positions as he's dropped back the order behind a couple of Cadillacs. So Eloy hangs on after all that.
GT3s take the green as well. They're now underway as we have this massive rush down Eau Rouge, up through Radion, and now on the Kemmel Straight. Everyone trying to get it single file. GT3's through turn 1. Everybody looks like they've made it through unscathed for the most part. Maybe a few doors banged in, but certainly no permanent damage.
So Ignis on his first race in the pro category, qualified P3, already up to P2 in the new McLaren, and he's chasing down.
Oh, got a spinner. Hard into the wall. That is Adam Jarvis. Sideways on the track. Gets T-boned.
Don't know if race control are going to throw the yellow. I think we might get a yellow here.
Obviously under investigation by race control, but I think it's going to be, unless something happens in the backfield, no further action. Just one car gets loose, gets spun around, and at that point you're sideways in a very packed track. Hard to move out of the way even if you had space.
So Adam Jarvis got loose all on his own. Clicks a wall, comes back across.
Like, he was hitting somebody there. There was no escaping that one unscathed. Just unfortunately, everyone's then trying to get through a narrow gap, and it's very hard to navigate those sometimes. Jarvis just... The catalyst, but I would struggle to penalise it. I see what race control say, but obviously a few cars taking tows. They do have access to fast repair, so they will probably take that and be on their way. But obviously, going to be struggling to get any permanent positions here as we go on for replay for Liam de Kock.
I believe this has an incident. Not sure what it is, but...
Oh, is this a Blanchimont moment?
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. I'll catch you. Very unfortunate there. We've got a race here. Oh, banging doors at no names. And that
just about has enough room to get back onto the track there, but almost takes a bit of gravel with him.
Oh, ooh, getting racy behind. That's Ted Jan Bloman putting just himself ahead of Paolo Antonori very late in the corner, and Paolo's...
I got some of the inside grass there, trying to just make sure he doesn't get into the car on his outside.
Tell you what, Jeffrey Ross, now that he's got that BMW in the window, he wants it. He's gone 4 tenths quicker than the leaders on the last lap, so he's on a charge now. Antonori will be looking for a dive down the inside, and he's going to go for it. Oh, and it's someone deep wide on the outside. Specific instructions given by race control for rejoins, and they're followed nicely there, but that's going to cost. Not sure who that is that went off. I think it's Marnix Heister. So recovers okay, serves the slowdown and stays with the back of the pack. Crucially, that could have been a lot more costly than it was. Alvaro looking for the move on his teammate here to move up onto the podium spots, and he does, has the overspeed. Heister looking for a move here. Unusual place to go for it. Really difficult for GT3s to go side by side here, and he's got to try and make it work. Oh, and that was inevitable.
Oh! I'm calling that Blanchimont moment number 2. As that car is not getting back to pit lane under its own power. I can tell you that one. It is such a low percentage move trying to overtake into Blanchimont. I don't know. That
looks like there's maybe a bit of net code. It looks like he got loose before they actually made contact.
From that angle, it looked like netcode. However, I would say, from experience, I don't think you were getting through that corner without either someone backing out massively or some form of contact, be it netcode or be it a bit more direct. But the outcome, obviously, is that, well, there's now a car just waiting for a tow in pit lane. I believe that is the BMW of Marco Lopez.
Lopez looking closer now to Vigara ahead, and he
To the
tries to go. Oh, and the traffic is here now. This is the leaders. Eloy Caballero is going to get backed up into Albert Preem because of all of this. Albert can capitalise on this if he works well in the ears. Albert Preem is now on the inside of the leader, and there's contact with Albert Preem and Alvaro Gutierrez, I believe.
No contact, just Preem just spins up the tyres.
Preem going to pick up a nice toe from the GT3 ahead, but that'll maybe help protect him a little bit. Jeffrey Ross is now closing in on this battle a bit in the BMW, switching side to side, trying to find a gap. He's going to try and follow Albert Preem through. He doesn't, sits back, tries to capitalise on it maybe in a different way, duck back under, and these two in front still fighting it out after Albert lost out in that traffic moment. The GT3's too wide ahead. This is going to block him a bit. Albert Preem's teammate there in the Mustang, and he's got to slot through nicely. Preem finds a gap. The others are going to follow through now, but it's going to be really costly. And they do, except Ross struggles a little bit, uses the grass. They're trying to make a move on Albert Preem. He's going to slot down the inside really hard to go too wide here, and they manage it. The GT3 ahead is going to cause a little bit of chaos once again, and he has to back off a little bit, but Albert Preem wasn't able to get past it that first part, which is what is going to maybe cost him here on the run now. She's bringing Jeffrey Ross back into it as well. Volley really, really close here. I think we're going to see the move. Is he going to go and... No, we've seen this go wrong already so many times today. He's going to do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, there was nearly contact there. Albert Preem had to...
There was contact.
Oh, and there is on the corner as well. Albert Preem won't be happy. This is how Alex Ott got past. Oh, and he's going to lose out when the GTPs come through. But we still don't know how Ignis got past. That was a little bit earlier on, it looks like. Must have happened when the rest of the chaos was going on.
Either way, Liam de Kock currently still hunting down... Ooh! Matteo Lemerate. And getting a bit friendly with him there on the exit turn 1. Has to let him... You do not want to be side by side. You do not want to be side by side. Just about gets away with that. Has to back off massively. Cost himself a run now that he could have had going into the Kemmel Straight.
Quinton Verdonk gives them a wide berth, as does Emirate behind. This is the closest he's been. He is going to get a move here. He is going to try and go pick your side carefully. He's going for the outside. He needs to clear him before he gets 7 if that's what he wants to do.
He's half alongside
Ignis
here.
is fighting back well, though.
Later on the brakes is Ignis. They're going to make contact, I guarantee it.
Still side by side.
Not there, not there. Ooh, Ignis backs out. Ignis backs out.
Oh, Morphy gets loose on the exit, but stays ahead, and that's crucial. He was within that 2.5 times that we said. Ignis sticks his nose in. Can't.
No, that's what I thought Morphy should have been doing, but he didn't need to in the end.
Oh, what's happened to Alex Ott? That's Alex Ott off the road there, crabbing with some serious damage to the car. The leader, that was our leader. And he's towed to the pit lane. What's happened here to Alex Ott?
It's all come undone in the last 2 minutes. What's going on?
What is going to happen? This is so bizarre. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, and he nearly took the new leader with him. Gets it spun around, but I think he's going to realise he has suspension damage at this point because he's going to tow back. Yeah, it's toast.
The checkered flag has come out for Cabanero, who will take the line now, and he will win the opener for Season 7 of the Anti-Stall Racing League. Gutierrez just a second behind, won't be able to take the victory away. Albert Preem comes home in 3rd place in the end, but a fantastic run there for Cabanero and Gutierrez. 1-2 for the team.
He is going to come through the final chicane to take the race. Alex Ott has just posted in the driver chat a little bit of a meme about him crashing out with 2 laps to go, but Volk won't care about that. He's going to come home to win the race. Antonio Bertozzi, who we spoke about maybe twice during the whole race, is going to come home to finish 2nd. Morphy with that crucial pass on Vincereskis.
Hey, Matteo, can I say thank you for that battle? It was a little tappy, but damn, was it awesome.
Is going to come home to finish P4 after...
It was amazing, and a nice job play. I appreciate it.
Leading the race there. That's the drivers Matteo Lemeroy and Liam de Kock talking about their battle that they had. We did see that they bumped a couple of times, but clearly both drivers enjoying it with some donuts at the end of the race as well.
Let's close that counts then. Dave Van Eck will come home to win the GT3 AM category ahead of Sven Elmers and CR Van Ruyten.
Dave Van Eck, another
That's
driver
good.
we only spoke about to say we didn't speak about him. So
The
very,
best kind of race.
yeah, exactly. It's what you want.
And it all goes quiet over the circuit, Spa-Francorchamps. Engines burning for the last hour, but that is the first race of the season over and done with.
All right, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.